Check out the gorgeous view we've woken to at Woodford. So beautiful.
Gonna brace your
Where you
legs.
go?
You reckon you can hold yourself? Yeah. We'll go slowly. Tell me if you don't think you can do it. You think you can do it? No! You did it! You're always late. If I do it really...
Had enough.
Was that a bit scary? Yes. Well done,
All right. Been having issues with the new relay that we put in to charge the solar battery while the car drives. Before we left, I plugged it in and went, yep, battery's receiving a charge once, turn the car on. But then when we arrived there, the battery was depleted a bit rather than being more full. And I kind of went, oh, that's a bit weird. But I was busy doing other stuff, so I didn't really think about it. And then I tested it again the next day or something, and it wasn't receiving any charge. So it's like, oh, what the hell's going on? I thought it might have been the fuse at the back. The fuse that sort of runs between the battery in the back of the car and the relay, and yeah, that's it, the fuse there. And I checked that out. I had to pull everything out of the back and check that, and it was fine. So then I thought, okay, maybe it was the fuse at the front, but it's also not the fuse at the front. But then I plugged it in again, and maybe there was a loose connection or something, because I plugged it in and it was receiving a charge. And then I realized when I was looking at that the battery earlier in the day had gained some power during the day, but I hadn't put the solar panels out or anything. Well, I did actually put the solar panels out to test it briefly, but it was only for a few minutes and very little sun, and it was about 10% higher, and it's like, no way was the solar panels sort of going to give it that much extra power. So maybe there's a loose connection somewhere in the fuse box area at the front, and oh my god, it's such a pain in the ass getting under there. Especially with like multifocal glasses, because you've got to twist your head around at the weirdest angle to actually be able to see it in focus so that you're looking through the right section of your glasses. It's just, I don't know how mechanics do it. Seriously, it's like so frustrating. Anyway, it maybe is sorted now, and we got a bit of extra power, so we're still out for another 4 nights, I think, and should have enough power. Alexis is out there playing tennis with totem tennis with one of the other kids here. I won't show the other kid, but I'll show you just Alexis there. There she is. We were sitting here having our dinner, just finished it. It's leftover of last night's stew thing. And our neighbour in the caravan, just to that side there, they have a chihuahua and they let it out for a poop. And we weren't sure if they were going to pick it up or not, like the chihuahua's human. And we were discussing quietly like whether they were just going to leave it there in the grass, and I was thinking, don't go out there, without a headlamp on so you can see, so we don't step in the dog poop. And then we kind of started thinking about wondering out loud how big chihuahua poop is, because it must be a bit small, right? And then that made me wonder, like, how big is elephant poop? Elephant poop must be huge. And I postulated that maybe, like, the elephant poop would fill this entire car. And I looked it up. And elephants poop, like, what did it say? 300 pounds a day. This was an African elephant, can poop 300 pounds a day. And I translated that into kilograms, and it was something like 138 kilograms or something. They didn't make it any more clear whether, like, an elephant poop would fill this car, but 138 kilograms is a fair bit. Maybe it's kind of like what would you prefer to carry, 138 kilograms of feathers or 138 kilograms of lead? Neither of those is elephant poop, and I think that's probably a good thing. Ow. Did something really silly last night. I moved the car just a bit, just like a car space across, so my power could reach. Oh, hello, Ollie. So my power could reach. My not very long power cable could reach the power because we plugged into power here last night. And I felt the car go over something very small. And I thought, oh, maybe it was a rock or something. I'm glad my lesson learned only resulted in me needing to put a few stitches and things. Let me show you. My kitchen box was leaned up against this wheel of the car because I'd used it that night and hadn't put it away yet. I ran over the edge here and it just popped that seam and made this tiny little hole here. It could have been far worse. I could have like completely ruined my plates and my fry pan and everything. Say hi to Ollie while you're here. Good cow. So yeah, my lesson is always walk around the car to check before I move it. Relaxed morning this morning. Who gave you such a bad haircut, dog? Just chilling out until we head off to Mooloolaba. It's been nice. Very relaxing morning. Stayed at the Yamundi Showgrounds last night. It was pretty good. It was a nice little spot, pretty cheap. We ended up plugging into power because of the issue that I was having with the battery charging from charging when we drive, charging via the alternator or whatever, the relay thingo. It somehow wasn't. It was kind of on and off. It was maybe charging, maybe wasn't, but we may have solved that, which reminds me I'll check that shortly to check that it's still charging. Yeah, it was a good spot. There were toilets, there were showers. Had a brief chat to a few people who were camping around us. That was pretty cool. And Alexis got to play with a couple of kids who were they're going around Australia. He said, this young fella. He was around your age, wasn't he? Maybe a little bit older? He was maybe 10 or 11, do you reckon?
3 years older.
Are you guessing, or he told you how old he was?
He told me how old he was.
Oh, okay, yeah, so there you go. 3 years older than Alexis. Really confident kid, super confident. He just had that air about him. I feel like he's going to go places when he grows up. Maybe even before he grows up. Anyway, yeah, they had a lot of fun playing, what's it called again? Totem tennis.
Yes.
Totem tennis. And Alexis got hit on the head with the ball like about 50 billion times. She was fine with that, thankfully. Yeah, so it was a nice stop. It was nice and relaxing this morning. We are going to Mooloolaba. We're going to meet my mum on the beach and have chips at the beach. That'd be nice. Not going to swim, firstly because I didn't pack any togs. But also I'm not a huge fan of the beach anyway, just the salt and the sand and stuff, it just gets on my nerves. Give me a river or something to swim in, I'm all cool with that. So that'll be nice and relaxing. And then staying in Mooloolaba tonight, and then we'll be heading back down south towards Queensland after that. We've got another 3 nights to go, so Mooloolaba, then on our way down the coast. Yeah, it's been good so far. Tonight will officially be the longest trip or the most number of nights so far that we've spent sleeping in the car. So yeah, by the time we get home it'll be 6 nights total, and it's feeling pretty comfy, don't you reckon, Alexis? Yeah, and the dog's enjoying it as well, so you know, everybody's having fun. That's about it. See if I can get a bit of footage of the beach later. My mum will definitely not want to be on camera, I can almost guarantee that, and that's okay. Yeah, that's it. See you later.
I'm definitely gonna take my notes.
Yes.
She's not silly, don't worry. I've got her on a short leash. It's alright, she won't go over the edge. So she's lying in the water. Don't drink the water. Alexis is loving it here at the beach. So is the dog, actually. How is she? It's pretty nice. Look what Alexis and I got. Yum. Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Yum, yum, yum. We've just made noodles with veggies in the park. Got all our cooking gear there. There's a little stove. There's the dog trying to jump up, but she can't because she's wrapped herself around everything. Good job, doggo. But yeah, it's good. There's some broccoli hiding in there as well. It's down the bottom. Ollie, you are she's so tangled now. Really? You tangled all around my legs and the pole and the table. Funny dog. So, you know this morning when I showed you this area that I think I ran over? I think I actually found the bit where I really did run over it. This heavy plastic has a few tiny little cuts, but these marks here, you see those sort of vertical marks. Pretty sure that must be where I ran it over, and I guess it banged on the edge of the fry pan, and that's my fry pan lid, and that's my fry pan. So I must have run over that edge, maybe. Well, I'm impressed it survived regardless. If you've been enjoying my videos, I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, Ollie, ouch. She's jumping up from under the table. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying what I'm doing. If you subscribe, like, comment, it really helps my channel grow. So I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Ollie appreciates it too. Where'd you go? And so does this one.